So today we're going to be maximizing our dungeon to the most prestigious it can be, since we are very close to 5 stars rating, which would give us access to all the other legendary heroes that we have yet to even attempt to entertain, which this guy needs an 80% satisfaction rating. So to make way for all that, let's make sure we have plenty of research all researched up, and we can also start to go into some of these other research trees that we got access to, like the Inferno here. Whoa, the Doomforge. Oh, that's a proper boss. I need it. Soul Reaper being researched for that, but at least there's somewhere for him to go once he gets here. And I would like some more of these larger rooms as well. That should make the fights a little better to be in. But we're getting more money for that, so let's just go ahead and start the next day with a whole bunch of groups powering through at once. I feel like we could spice this up a little bit by making some more traps in some of the areas, but I'm not sure how good they really are, because all they do really is just damage the heroes. They don't really add any beauty to the rooms at all. But the good news is too that they are using the blacksmiths, so that's very good. And these heroes are kind of stuck in the boss room right now, fighting all the creatures that respawn so fast. They just need to work on getting out of here. But hey, that kind of artificially raises the happiness that they get. It's just a shame because they're wasting so much of the money as well. Which someone did say that there needs to be like a container in every room because heroes give money as well when they die. Although they're not really dying aside from in the actual boss rooms, so that's kind of redundant, I feel like. Extra souls researched, unlocked, and ooh, a large energy potion dispenser. That sounds fun, which I was just thinking about that. We should probably get some of those in here too. We can set some of those in this room here, and honestly, probably just replacing all of these other potion dispensers that are, you know, stacked in twos. Replacing one of them with an energy potion dispenser. I like that sound a lot more. So we'll do that over here too. Especially rooms like this, because look, there's cobwebs in the corner and probably like a good layer of dust. Like, and all the little dust mates will have their own competition. There's so many of them. Which reminds me, I want to tell you guys about Dusty Derby, the smallest competition in the house. Face off to become the king of dust in this massively multiplayer party royale game with up to 32 players in a single match, where you can roll to pick up speed, hit your opponents, and even throw them straight into a vacuum cleaner. Compete in various places in the house facing off amidst dangers such as flopping fish, bombs, and of course, vacuum cleaners. I really enjoy the look of the adorable little dust balls and the realistic graphics of all the different arenas to compete in. Right now, you can play the free demo on Steam, and when Dusty Derby launches into early access at the end of October, you can customize your adorable little dust ball to make it even more adorable, with different patterns, accessories, facial expressions, and more. So you can be a cute little bee, a sad king, or a happy knight. If you want to take the challenge to be the king of dust, then make sure you check out the demo with the link down below in the description and pinned comment, and add Dusty Derby to your wishlist so you don't miss it when it launches into early access at the end of October. Big thanks to Dusty Derby for sponsoring this video. And this room only has one potion vendor, so let's actually clear out the cobweb here. Just get rid of you and all your nastiness. And then an energy potion dispenser can go right here, which this room might be a little bit weird because there is a monster in here at all times, but it should be okay. And it's still at 100% beauty, and I'm still collecting so many tickets, even though there is nothing more to do with them. We completed this whole thing. Maybe they'll add more in the future, but right now also want to add more rooms. And I think ultimately it would be great if we wound around to this room here, or maybe just had another branching path in general. I think we can do that, but also have a room over here, so that this hallway gets some use, and then put a door right in there. Even if we don't have a lot to actually put in here. Actually, wasn't there a better door than the wooden door? Because that does nothing and this does something. But it's like 4 times as expensive, so that's gross. I think for sure though, need to swap out these doors in the tavern area with the fancy door, or maybe just one of them because that's all we can afford right now. So wooden door goes back, at least on one side, but we do have one fancy door here. That should be affecting both rooms, right? I would think so, but now we don't really have much to go over here, so let's just have that room inaccessible for now, and then start another day just so we can get more money. So my plan moving forward is to have like a hallway or just another path go from this side of the tavern into this wing, and then it can also wrap up and around over here, and then down over here we could get another hallway to go up and around here next to the boss room, because there's more room over here that we haven't used. And I think the energy potions are actually getting a lot of use, even though they only have so many charges. That is such a pathetic amount of charges, I'm not gonna lie. And then it is gonna be painful if we have to, but we might need to chop out some of these empty spaces between the rooms. But that's just in case we can't get the things that we want, because that would be a whole operation to do, and I don't really want to. And ultimately, I do think it would be cool if we had like 3 separate paths to go into this little room here before the boss room. And we are starting to hear some more heroes dying at the end of the day, because they actually are using almost all the respawn pedestals charges. But now we have the large energy potion vendors. It's a wonder we don't have the large health potion dispensers, but that might be in a different upgrade tree that we really haven't done yet. Ooh, magical fireflies. That sounds fun, but I'll tell you what sounds even more fun. The Doom Forged. Can't believe I didn't know this was here in the last video, but that also takes 40 visitors to research. Wow. But now we can start to decorate this room. Ooh, whoa. This large energy potion dispenser costs 1,100? That's so much. But now we can put a door in here, so now this room is accessible. And then we get some lighting in here. I think it'd be good to use this crystal ore because it also boosts the beauty by quite a bit. So we'll get a few of these. That actually does so much. That's already half lit. And then we'll get another ancient spawner here. Do we have a monster to put on there? I think we do. We do. A baby Drake. That's a bit out of place, but you know what? I don't think it matters anymore. Look at him. He's so happy to be here. And he drops 32 loot. So we'll need one of these iron chests to hold it all. That should be okay. And you know what? Since it is a baby Drake, maybe we replace these crystals with the Inferno ones. Just because those look better, at least as far as the baby Drakes are concerned, and they still do the same amount of things. So we're not losing anything there. And then we throw up a wall mural here just for a bit more beauty. And then we're at 89%, so we don't need too much more actually to max this out. So I don't know, a lectern. That's a start, and he's actually so much bigger than I realized. Should really maybe stick him in the boss room that's actually Inferno coded, which I just really love the look of too. But he can be just kind of a little teaser for what's on the other side of the dungeon as we work our way towards a proper boss. And the first party just steamrolled him, but now he's back so he can fight them again and again and again and again and again. But man, these rooms get really expensive. To get everything at once, I would need to let this run for like multiple days on end. That room alone just adds so much more to our maximum rating, and getting these other legendary heroes in here would be so much better for getting these rewards. Like a rebirth stone here, that looks like a resurrection pedestal, and this guy doesn't even need a full 5-star rating to summon. He's like 4.8 or something. And this is a cauldron Italian. That's probably really good for like stamina instead of these like fire pits. And maybe I should get another one of these blacksmiths somewhere, just so there's more than one of them. That could probably go in a hallway over here. So there's like a fight in the hallway and then a room here, and then it's connected to here. Oh, and now we have access to Thalian Whisperwind. Very nice. Really should summon Midas more every day just so he can get the most satisfaction that he can, because he didn't have great times last time, but that was just kind of bad luck of the draw. And a solo hero against the Drake does still manage to win, but only barely. Look at how much his health is down now. I don't think he's gonna make it out of here because it's already 1 respawn pedestal out of charges. Oh, but this one still has 3, so maybe he will. Maybe just to increase the amount of souls I get, we bring this back down to 1 respawn pedestal. Oh, and I think he died to fire traps because he had a respawn right there at the end. And we're 1 visitor shy of this guy? Really? And also the satisfaction is kind of on the down right now, which we probably could increase the entrance fee by a fair bit. I think they'll still be okay with that. And then there are these enchantments here that we can discover, so let's just do one of those. Ooh, every vendor object gets extra stock? Oh, I love that. Now it does take 100 gold a day to keep it, you know, upkeep. So I'll have to be careful of that moving forward, but we can get a hallway fight in here already. So we can do one of those right over here and then move the sconce over. And then that's pretty much all we can do before we have to do the upkeep. But that is enough room to get one of these rooms in here, and that should be pretty good for that, I think. But we'll start the next day already. Oh, I forgot to summon Midas. All right, we'll summon you the next day, or we just end the day already because now we have research. We could do that, but I think we'll enjoy the benefits of them still paying the $20 entry fee, which should really boost our income. Uh-oh, a loot goblin appeared. Where is it? Where is the loot goblin? I don't see him anywhere. I honestly don't see the loot goblin. Did the heroes just like nuke it or something? I guess we did kill it because I don't see anything anywhere. And there he is, the boss. From the heart of the Inferno, an ancient warrior emerges. I love the sound of that. Which means we do some major redecorating in here. Although, how is he boss spawner? Oh boy. But that means we can also refund all of these, and maybe this one too? Well, the boss could also use some ads. But oh man, that's a big pedestal. And look at it too! Do we get a... Oh yes we do, the Doom Forged. Wow! Now that's a boss! He's actually sticking up above the dungeon walls and his tail's poking through. Well, it almost is. He has 700 health. Maybe we need a respawn pedestal in the room here. And we can leave this spawner here, but maybe we can change this Heckin' Shaman to something else. Like a Scorch Jaw, so it's like a puppy. And then how much loot does he drop? He drops 480? What? This chest here only holds 100. Oh my goodness. Well, now we have 2,000 money, so we can actually put in a bunch of ancient chests. Gonna need to put them all over here though. Thankfully we can space them out evenly enough, and then one over here. Because sure, or maybe they all should go over there. Would be nice if this room was a little bigger, or ooh, here's an idea. Decorating the chests around the statue here. It seems really obstructive. We'll keep them over here on one side, and then if we just congest them a little closer, then we can get all 4 of them together. Okay, we're making this work. And then treasure pile just off to the side here. And then we still have some money over here, but now I'm like, is there an underworld boss? I mean, there probably is. Yes, the Skeleton King. The wonders you can see by just zooming out a little bit. But you know what? We can get some more things in here too, like a fancy grouping table that also costs 40 research. And then we can still get an ancient spawner here that's a little faster. And then we need some sort of chest. We'll just put an urn out here and then make the monster something low tier. Like I guess we have a shaman on standby that we could use, but he drops 43 gold. Maybe we'll just still chop out the door on this room. And then Midas will come through here. Sadly, he won't meet the boss because of that boss door, but I'm hoping that he can give a good rating too. Also, the enemies just happen to just come by right over here. We should turn off your patrolling, sir. The boss is just over here planning a surprise attack. But now I'm really just waiting for an adventuring party to enter the boss room. Whoa, there they go, there they go. They're fighting the boss, and they're happy about it too. Oh, and they're all stunned. Wow, this boss is really taking it to him. I don't even know who he's fighting. Oh, he's fighting that one hero in particular, and they're all just getting stunned all the time, but they are doing some good damage. Oh, and they're getting some backup. Or never mind, they're chilling around a campfire. But ooh, 2 souls there, and he still respawns. But this is not looking good for the party. I don't even know if their friend can join them being on the other side of a boss door, or maybe boss doesn't allow them to respawn. So many mysteries. But now I'm starting to wonder if the ads might be a little bit of overkill, because now that's 2 of their party members down. Well, I guess not everybody gets to enjoy the feeling of beating a boss, but it looks like he is going down though. And just like that, he went down. Everybody in the room gets XP. And they all get to enjoy the benefits of the loot, if they had deeper pockets. And rightfully so, the boss takes quite a while to respawn, so I guess that's another good reason for the ads. Okay, you guys have a boss monster now. You better call that good variety, or whatever you were saying about worthy opponents. And it does look like we'll have enough visitors to pay off the research in one go. Very good. Our dungeon is getting so many visitors now, and Midas has just arrived. So here's hoping he has a good time in this dungeon today. There should be plenty of monsters for him to kill, so I would hope so, even if the, potion vendors are all empty. But now there are adventurers that are kind of stealing his thunder by killing the monsters before he even gets there. But at least there's a baby drake in that room that he can fight if he happens to get there. Come on, go back to the baby drake room. You have to see the baby drake before you go, which he is almost to the requirement. And there he's there, just off of that one giant bat. Oh, beautiful. And also his pockets are entirely full now. I didn't realize he had maximum pocket size. Definitely should be researching those pocket upgrades next, because I feel like the heroes get a little bit of a dopamine rush when they loot a chest properly. And there he's actually at 100% satisfaction now. Beautiful. And he hasn't even fought the baby drake yet. Oh, and he also might not. That's really unfortunate timing there, but we'll be okay with it. Oh, and he's enjoying the fireplace too. Oh yes, I love this. You would think being able to rest at a fire would make them happy, but I suppose maybe not. At least he's gonna fight all the things now. We might actually take him out here if he just, walks around and fights everything before leaving. Or nope, he's on his way out the door. At least he had a great time though. Legendary hero satisfied him, which gives us the chest of Midas. I really hope that has like 1,000 gold capacity, because this boss being here it's just filling up all the chests. They're all at 100. So hopefully the heroes get to beat him. or else they're really not going to enjoy any of that. But they're also outside of the buff zone, so that's really too bad. And that guy being there really threw him off about that. We might have to delete the ad here because it just really isn't doing anything besides, you know, being a nuisance like ads are. But it's really not benefiting our heroes at all, aside from, you know, getting souls. But definitely this first go around, the boss is a little tough. We're gonna need to nerf him a bit. But now we have the fancy table, which I'm not really sure what that does, unless it just makes groups form faster, but that doesn't make sense either. Oh, it really does. It just somehow helps heroes bond even faster. Well then, let's just trade it out with this one. And they're actually the same price. And they have the same amount of, you know, beauty factor in them too. So, yay. But also over here, ad goes bye-bye. And we definitely need to start researching bigger pockets for our heroes because they just get full on money way too fast. But now the chest of Midas, a capacity of 150. Well, it's still better than the ancient chest, and it looks better. So let's just trade all of these out. And these actually only take up one space too, so we can very easily space these out evenly. And you know what? We could actually put them next to the treasure pile too. So we can go like such. And then, just because I think it looks better, we can put in another treasure pile in here. So now without the ad here running around and the boss being over here, the heroes should be within the effect of the hero statue here to get those benefits. And speaking of, we could also bring in, where was it? Here, the Throne of Silvermane. You just put all the hero things in the boss room. I love that. Ooh, actually better idea. It's like that is the boss's chair. Yes! That is amazing! And then also in case he does rush them at the door, the hero can go right over here. This boss room is really shaping up now. But now we also need to do the same thing over here. So proper chest over here for the iron chest? Yeah, sure. And then a door finally, and some light sources. We could probably get some better ones too. And then another Inferno crystal or two over here. That'll flank either side of this door once we get this room in here. Oh, but we are so close to 5 stars. We should definitely queue up the next hero just in case, you know, we can get him right away, which I think we can. If all the heroes coming through here get 100% satisfied on their first go around, then that's gonna be amazing. And our boss is looking so much better now. It's like he owns this throne, but realistically, he's just an employee. Who needs benefits when you can respawn? There we go. Now our heroes are fighting in the influence of the hero statue. Oh, there's actually 2 parties here. Well, that really makes the boss just melt. Oh, and Thalion's here. I didn't even realize. Where are you? Ooh, here you are. You're like a druid warrior thing. Just a giant walking tree, about to lead a war into Isengard. But Thalion is also already halfway to the satisfaction goal. And wow, killing that baby Drake really did a number for it too. And the skeleton is here, so I think that's another legendary hero satisfied. At least it will be as soon as they leave. But they're also looking very close to dead now too. So we might get a couple of souls out of you, since tragically legendaries don't respawn, and all the potion things are empty by the time you actually arrive, so that's not good either. But also 100% satisfaction again. Amazing. Now you just have to, you know, survive, which is not looking in your cards here, unless you're leaving like right now. And of course you're walking over traps, and of course you're going to fight the skeleton in here, or not. Maybe you're not, but you're fighting the rat, and I guess, do you regenerate a little bit? That's definitely more health than you had when, you know, you walked in here, but of course you're going over here now, so unless that's just, you know, being weird, or maybe it is just being weird because I'm seeing it fluctuate going from room to room, but now the legendary hero leaves, so barely surviving. Can you, it says 0. How are you alive right now? But that's more satisfactions, some more Cauldrons of Thalion, which would be really good to have right here if it does the same thing as a fire pit. And now we have the pockets upgrade. And people are still wishing for more monsters to kill? Really? Why? Well, either way, we can spruce up this around a little bit by getting rid of that fire pit and getting a Cauldron of Thalion in here. Camping spot will heal even the deepest of wounds. I like that idea. Oh, but that also makes that guy unreachable. So scoot you a little bit. There, that should work. Beautiful. So it's like all the legendary heroes are giving the other heroes strength as they go into here. Oh, I love this so much. Casual dungeon lore crafting. And can we even bring this guy in? We can't because we're like just shy of it. So it probably does need like 4.8, but we also do have 1,700 gold to our name. So let's try to maximize this before he gets here. We need one more room going over here. So a 10 by 8 could go here. Can anything else go there? Everything else is a bit too small. So I guess we'll do this, like so. For another room, the most like uniform grid that we have in this dungeon so far. But now we also need to decorate this a whole bunch and make sure it's connected. And I do want this to be another blacksmith room, but that takes like most of the money. So what I think we'll do is we'll wait on doing that room, and we should probably also find the big healing potion thing here. So extending the research tree up this way by first getting some faster heroes. The crazy thing about this boss too is he has a healing ability, which triggers sometimes, and the more heroes that he kills, the harder he is to kill in return. And they just had to leave because they were out of energy. How many charges does this pot actually have? Not many compared to the campfire, it looks like. It actually has less. Wow. Oh well, at least some heroes are still able to kill him. But that also means we probably need to put another fireplace in. Though not really, because this one still has charges, even if it's just one. You know what, we could probably make this just another combat room and put the blacksmith in here. I think that would be okay too. But there we have faster feet for the heroes. Oh, look at that! People aren't complaining about the monster count anymore. At least for today. Oh, finally. But their satisfaction is at like an all-time low. Okay, and then one more upgrade here. It should be like right here if it's anything like the Inferno tech tree. But now we should have enough to decorate this room properly. Getting a couple normal doors here. Not really worried about the beauty factor really that the doors provide, because we can already get so many more. And since we have more Inferno monsters, more Inferno crystals over here, and then a spawner, we could get a spawner of Draken in here, since it's like the one hero thing that doesn't really go in the boss room without being problematic. But an ancient spawner can go here, and then an iron chest just to make that easy. Oh, we're getting there. Just need a few more big decorative things that are hopefully not that expensive. And then could we get one more? We could get one more. So a tall painting here. Oh, it only went up 1 point, or 0.01 points, because that's at maximum beauty there. We need to do more here. So when in doubt, just slap a painting somewhere. And they all do about the same, it looks like. Need to find rooms that are not at maximum beauty, which I think they should all be there. Oh, this one isn't. Small painting here then. And then I think that actually is all of the rooms at 100%, which still isn't getting us there, but you know what? We can't even bring that legendary hero now anyways, so maybe we start expanding somewhere else. And I think too, we revamp this room. Instead of 2 ancient spawners, we can bring in one of the dragon spawners here, because I think that would make a good mini encounter. And then that's not blocking the chest, which is good. So now we can just put in a heckin' shaman here. I think he looks good there. But man, it's like, what else can I add? Maybe just a quick hallway? There's not even a room for that. Oh, there actually kind of is going into the boss room. Interesting. But not for really anything else. I wonder, would it be a hit to the beauty of this room if we took out a resurrection pedestal? Since I was talking about doing that earlier, and it actually doesn't. That gives us more money to work with. So we could actually put another room in here for pretty cheap. And then it's just kind of like another area that can go into here or really anywhere there. Just trying to get to 5-star maximum in one swoop. And then yeah, the door can come out right here. Perfect. Now to decorate this thing with the limited budget we have, unless we downsize some more elsewhere. I think this room can be the crystal ores, because those look fun. And I haven't really gotten to use them yet. Oh, there it is! We're already at the maximum 5-star rating! And we haven't even done anything else in here. Sure, we can put another monster encounter in here for another iron chest reward. And then we already have plenty of monsters on standby. So yeah, Sky Drake, or Sky Rake, which leaves this room at 62%. But when in doubt, painting. And then just one more. Thankfully, we have enough for that. Tall painting here. Yes, 100% beauty. That's another 100% beauty room. But we don't have enough to re-up the enchantment. So maybe we just turn that off right now. But that's a 5-star maximum rating, which sadly we can't bring in the hero this turn, but we can run the dungeon for a little bit today and then end the day early. I want that hero to be the thing that pushes it to 5 stars, which would be really hurtful if it didn't. But that's a risk I'm willing to take. But realistically, I feel like 5 stars might happen even when I, try to do things early. Since there's already so many heroes in here. And they haven't boosted the rating at all yet because they haven't left the dungeon yet. But we do have complete research, so we could end the day now. Just to bank on that. Although the day is already halfway over, and I feel like we're just gonna, take the 5 stars when they come. And I guess moving forward, if we wanted to do more work in this dungeon, we could set up multiple boss rooms for each of the different, areas. Oh, well now he's available. It literally just went up 1 point and he was available? Are you really that stingy? It's a king, of course he is. But he's also the one that needs the most satisfaction to complete, 80%. We should be able to do that no problem though, because all the rest of the heroes got 100% satisfaction. Which also, how do we even get access to the next area? 50 souls and 5,000 monies. We have plenty of souls, but the money's a different thing, and we're not really worrying about the force right now. Inferno's cooler. And we should be able to get a lot more souls now because there's only one resurrection pedestal that only has one charge left. And today actually didn't even get us to 5 stars, but it got us, you know, part of the way there. And now we have more underworld know-how, so better things there. Oh wow, 22%. That's the very lowest it's been, I think. Oh, we totally forgot to assign a monster here. No wonder. And let's just boost the wolf a little bit, as if the wolves weren't difficult enough for the adventurers. But now we can get access to the large potion dispenser. Easy. And do we bring in the legendary hero today? I think we can afford to. Everything is about as good as it's gonna get. I think anyway. How much are the big potion vendor things? Well, they're probably gonna be this, and we can't get that one anyway. I still want another blacksmith somewhere though, so let's put you in this room with the resting pits, or the spits, whatever they are, camping spots. So that should work well enough. And then we summon King Eric. And if he goes down, that's 15 souls, but hopefully he doesn't go down before giving us a good rating. And I do kind of wonder if the faster bonding time on the table just means that they don't get impatient as fast. Not that it really matters though, because the parties form basically instantly. I did see a group of heroes take use out of the Cauldron of Thalion though, so that's good news. And is anyone using this blacksmith here? They have a little bit. Oh, and there they're using it again. Yes, but some of them also don't have enough money for the blacksmith. That's tragic. At least some of them are getting use out of it, which is gonna be really good for fighting the boss like somebody just did. And sure enough, it seems like if the boss kills a hero, it doesn't respawn. That's kind of tragic, but it also makes sense. And also gets me more souls, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Also, I don't know what it means about heroes not getting enough rest in a dungeon. There's literally a room for camping spots. And also Eric is here, so I'm just gonna worry about that now. Whoa, and he looks mighty if he wasn't sticking halfway inside a heckin' shaman. But also, is he doing that or is the shaman doing that? Let me get a look at you. Okay, so he's feeling pretty good about things so far. Fighting the wolf, which the wolf really doesn't have much of a chance if I'm gonna be honest here. But it is causing bleeding, so that's very interesting. Whatever the long-term effects of that are gonna be. But also he's almost at the satisfaction conditions already. He hasn't even gone halfway through this. Come on, kill the baby Drake and then, you know, be happy. And wow, look at that! First go around, he's not even halfway through the dungeon. He is at maximum happiness that he needs. And he's also halfway dead. So he probably isn't gonna leave this dungeon if I'm gonna be honest here, which is pretty ironic considering his reward is a resurrection pedestal. And look at that, 100% satisfaction from King Eric. Beautiful. Also, his pocket's only got 5 coins bigger than the last one. But look at that! We have a 5-star dungeon! A perfect dungeon, yes! Only took us 9 hours, so basically a workday. And a very good workday at that. 5-star rating, yes! Now, if only the satisfaction percentage could reflect that. But we also satisfied the legendary hero, which I'm guessing means that he died in that room, because I definitely did not just see him leave. But we have the rebirth stone of Thalion. Wait, Thalion? I thought his name was Eric. But either way, at the end of that day, we finally get access to the large health potion vendors. Definitely went through the research a little out of order, but it really doesn't matter. Oh, we got a traffic light here of reviews. Barely hit any worthy opponents. Did you not fight the boss? Well, either way, we have succeeded. A 5-star dungeon and all of the legendary heroes were completely satisfied. So the resurrection pedestal, oh, that one's only 750 for the large potion dispenser. That's way better than the energy one, my goodness. But the resurrection pedestal here, 1,500. We can afford that though. How many charges does it get, I wonder? Enough magical energy to resurrect lots of heroes. Sure, let's trade it out with this one. Or trade that one out for this one, which it looks kind of cooler. But now, how many charges does it get? Is it just infinite? It might just be infinite. That's not showing anything. Well, that would be cool. And cool is absolutely the word to describe our dungeon here. Our 5-star dungeon here. I am very happy that we got there. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. If you feel like you missed one, then be sure to go check out the rest on the channel. And consider subscribing while you're there if you haven't already. Really hope you guys have enjoyed this series on Dungeon Tycoon. And if there's more you want to see, then be sure to let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and sub to Intern. And I would like to thank the channel members, including Bread, Corby Farm, Dakota, Donamoto, Deviant X, Ancient Elixir, Matthew, Hateful Herald, Peggy Sue, Drupalong, Lily, The Miner Within, The Garrity, Sans, Isaac, V, Killer Squad, Mousy, and Nicholas.